Yo, what is up? Welcome to today's trade recap. It is July 20th, and holy banger, 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 banger. The win streak continues, and we are absolutely freaking cooking. I took such a good trade. It was honestly A plus, and it followed the exact narrative that I wanted to see. So the story that I wanted it to tell, it literally just played out perfectly. There's no other way that I could have said it, but this was just A plus plus. Um, But yeah, go over today's Pinelski. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that freaking beautiful? 2,300 on the day. So happy about that. Um, we are absolutely cooking, dude. There's no other way to put it. We're on a crazy win streak right now, and I think it's just a culmination of a lot of things. But the price action has been so juicy. Like we're out of all-time highs, so I'm actually able to trade with confidence and trade how I want to trade. So look at that. Look at that. Anyways, let's go over today's price action and I'll tell you what I saw in the market today. So, all about filling the narrative. And my initial narrative that I wanted to see was shorts. Um, I saw a bunch of low resistant liquidity to start it off here, a bunch of low resistant liquidity here, and this is what I mainly wanted to target. And then my draws on liquidity, which was here, here, and yeah. So now that I have my draws on liquidity and my low resistance liquidity, I want to look for my higher time frame condition. What is my higher time frame condition? As you see here, we have this 1 hour fair value gap and a 4 hour fair value gap. So both of these are higher time frame conditions where I can see price give me a reaction off of. And that is exactly what it did. It didn't even have to reach up to this unmitigated 4 hour. It tapped into the 1 hour and did exactly what I wanted it to do. It rejected off of this area, right? The reason why I didn't take this trade is simply because there was no entry. There's no entry here because there's no opportunity for me to get an inverse fair value gap. Why? Because there was no gap to be made in the first place. Maybe this trade could have played out if it were to take out this gap, which is the gap that I wanted it to get inversed. But no trade there. Manipulation up higher. Didn't even have to sweep up this 4 hour mitigated. And then price just gave me displacement, which is exactly what I wanted it to do. And what did I target? So stops, I have them right here. I didn't want to see price come any higher than this fair value gap, or no, yeah, I just didn't want to see price come over that 1 minute bearish gap right there. And then if price did come up, I would either want to see a retrace off this IFVG, which is what it did in this first candle here. Dude, this like absolutely almost smacked on this first and second candle, and then we got a little bit of retrace. But anyways, yeah, price did not retrace up to this 1 minute fair value gap, which was all part of my plan. And then we created a 1 minute bearish gap here, which we ended up rejecting off of and smacking TP. Oh, look at that. And then we hit our further draws because we are the goats. We are the goat and we're cooking. So the market does what we want. But yeah, could have smacked for the TP here, but I target 1 to 1.3 and I took a 1.27 RR trade here. Or yeah, 1.27. Yeah, yeah, honestly, I'm cooking, dude. Like there's no other way to put it. Um Done for the day. My piece of the pie. Super short trade recap because we weren't trying to fill two narratives. It did exactly what I wanted it to do, and that was an A plus plus setup. It can't get any better than that. Um, stay tuned for different styles of content, guys. You know, I want to be able to tell people my thought process, deep, more in depth, and how I got to this point in my trading journey. But that's so beautiful, dude. Like we are actually cooking, actually cooking. Look at that look at that Pinelski. Look at that Pinelski. 2,300 on the day. Now I get to go enjoy the rest of my day, and so do you guys. So that is July 20th. Um, have any questions? Write down in the comments below. I can go over specific stuff. But yeah, that'll be the end of today's trade recap. And you guys go ahead and have yourself a great rest of the day. Bye bye.